Hello and welcome to how to add a top menu item to your intranet. Now, to add a top menu item, first of all, you need to click into your profile panel and access the application settings area. Clicking into application settings, we're then going to click into manage top menu, and this is where you can add new top menu items to this top menu bar. So we're focusing on this dark blue bar here. Now, when you are looking at the menu panel, what can you see? If it's got a plus sign next to it, this does mean that there are items underneath that option. So of course, if we look at that on the top menu, we do drop down into these further items, as you can see. You can reorder your items as well by simply clicking on allow reordering, and this will then allow you to move your items up and down the listing, which of course is left and right on the top menu structure. When you're happy, click on save order, or of course if you do not wish to save your changes, you can reset order. We've got the padlock as well, so you do of course have the ability to change permissions on each item, and if you wish to change the name of your item, you can click into it at any point. Over to the right hand side as well, we also have if the item is locked, if it is active, or if it's inactive. Now, as you can see with this item in particular, third from the bottom, this is listed as active. However, it's actually known as hidden on the top menu structure, meaning it doesn't show on the top menu. It is being accessed via a different route. That could be an icon on the home page or a link located somewhere else in the system. Just because you're adding a new top menu item, it doesn't necessarily mean it has to belong to the top menu. There could be different ways, of course, that you're accessing that information. Clicking on new item, this is how you actually add a new item to your top menu structure. Quite quick and easy. You come in and you simply fill in these details. Pop in a title, people and places, news and events, working here, toolbox. Help text is the ability for you to add additional text, whereby if someone hover over that information, what will appear. We've then got your top menu items. So there are 4 types of top menu item. The most common one you will add is a content area. This is the ability for you to house any content within that section. It's very much a case if you want a calendar, gallery, forum, category, pages of information, they will all belong to a content area. Application is the ability, if I click application, you will see the page refreshes and you get an application panel. It will bring back any applications that you are licensed for within the system, including of course your people directory, which will pull through all your users who have been added to the system. We have a header. A header is very much what you can currently see on the top menu structure. These are titles that you click on and get a drop down, okay? So a header is very much a title that will, of course, title a certain area and you can click through to it if you need to. And finally, we have a link. Now, if I click onto a link again, you can see it refreshes and changes because you do get that URL part where you can, of course, enter a URL and choose a target as well. Now, the targets are very much a case of same window, which is the current browser tab that you are looking at. New window is a new browser tab, and completely new window is a completely new browser session. So I'm currently on Google Chrome. This will open a whole new Google Chrome window. Your advanced settings, so regardless of what you choose up here, you can have advanced settings on all. You can make your item a submenu item, so when you click on this, it will refresh and it will bring back all of the items that are currently on your top menu structure, whether they are housed within other items, as you can see, and they can then become a parent of this item. You can choose whether or not your item is active or not, so even though you've just created it, it doesn't necessarily immediately need to be active. Do of course remember that all top menu items will need to be active if you do want your users to access them, as well as you will need to grant them permissions to access those items as well. And then finally, hidden. So you do have the ability to hide your items. As I showed you before, there was an item in that listing that was of course active. However, we couldn't see that on the top menu structure. That is because that information has been logged as hidden, of course. Once you're happy with adding your item, simply click on save and it will then appear in the listing. And of course, you can go on to reorder that, you can go on to manage your permissions, or of course, you can always click on new item and add further information as well if you need to. So that is how to add an item to your top menu structure.